Guys, welcome to FlavoredVivid. For those of you guys new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical, some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career. I pull a spread on your love life, and I close it out with spirit guide messages. Your guys' reading is clear. First of all, I want to say the title of your reading here. You are the cartographer of your own life. A cartographer is somebody who basically lays out the map, all right? They draw out the map. So that means that you are mapping out your own life at this point in time right now. Some of you guys could definitely be into astrocartography or wanting to dive into astrocartography here, which has to do with like your astrology and then cartography, mapping out based upon your astrology here, like where you should live, your Jupiter line, where you'll meet the love of your life, things of that sort here. So that can be significant to you as well. If that has nothing to do with you, maybe that's something that you need to dive into and look into just a little bit, okay? But you might feel like you're at a crossroads right now. And the crossroads is because you're unbinding yourself. I really hope that YouTube doesn't like do anything about this, but you are unbinding yourself because this card is hot. You're unbinding yourself from things that held you back, okay? You're starting to practice a lot of self-care here, and you're redeeming yourself. You have redemption that's showing up for you. Card number 27, breaking down to the number 9. You are ruled by the number 9, okay, Sagittarius? You are, because number 9 is ruled by, like, the 9th house here is Jupiter energy, Sagittarius energy. And so what I'm getting here is like with the redemption is a little bit like, of course, it's a comeback. It is, but there's still like holding on to like maybe like self-imposed guilt or shame. There's some sort of little like cycle in which you're still apologizing or carrying with you. So there is a bit of like needing to release that is what I'm seeing, and spirit reminding you like, hey, you can't change anything in the past, but you can co-create your future. And that's what you're doing here with the cartographer card as your overall energy here. All right. This says a crossroads and exploration. You are literally the definition of exploration, whether you're exploring religion, whether you're exploring spirituality, whether you're exploring yourself, your inner child, whether you're exploring your likes and dislikes, whether you're exploring relationships with others, you are the explorer, you are the sage, you are the one that really charts and sails the waters, okay? Now we also have the world card. We all know typically what the world card means. It represents completion of a cycle and moving into a brand new beginning. It is a success card. And right behind it though is the plane card. So I do feel like there is some world travel or travel that's very imminent for you at this point in time. Maybe you've been wanting to travel and you're kind of like charting out, okay, I'm gonna go to Bali first, and then I'm going to go to Vietnam, and then I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go there. Like you're just picking out all these different places that you want to travel here. You're kind of like mapping out, you are the photographer of, you're mapping out things right now and like where you'd like to travel, where you'd like to go to help expand your consciousness. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. And then with the plane card, it says a journey is indicated either physically or even metaphorically. Your life will become more full. So whether you're physically traveling here and you're hopping on a plane and you're traveling the world, okay, or you're like metaphorically traveling. Metaphorical travel is, of course, exploring those depths within yourself, exploring, the depths of like spirituality and your own personal spiritual journey here, learning new things, expanding your horizon or your mindset essentially, and, challenging what you're learning as well to develop your own navigational system. The thing about being a Sagittarius is you're here to develop like your own belief system. You're not here to conform. You're not here to bend over backwards you're here to create. You are creation energy. And so that's what I'm getting in this reading here right off the bat here is like you are creating the life that you want to live. You are like tapping into these energies of where you want to go, how you want to live, and what that looks like to you or for you. It's really very powerful, very beautiful. These are all 3 brand new decks. So I will be reading from the book here, but of course I will go intuitively based first. So we're going to start with the Citadel deck for those of you guys that are other tarot readers here. This is an awesome deck. I freaking love this deck. It's by Frez Inkray, and it's probably my most favorite deck that I've ever purchased in the history of ever. And I own like 300 plus decks. So the Astronomer right away. Shut the fudge up. Okay, literally discovery here. So the astronomer, you guys can be getting into astronomy or astrocartography, or you could be into astrology, like any of the things that have to do with the stars, the planets, etc. It's really discovering yourself, okay, and who you are. Let's go and see the 3 most important cards, please. Past, present, future for the Sagittarius collective. What do they need to know at this point in time? What do they need to know? Perfect. Okay, we have the Assassin in the reverse and the Masquerari in the upright. How do I pronounce that?
Masquerari.
Masquerari, okay. Hiding your true self and projection. So in the recent past, I feel like this is this energy. Yeah, see, the Assassin, ruthless and conviction. It's like you dealt with a lot of people, or okay. In the past, you really were in like your ego self, is what I'm getting here. You know, you really hid yourself from the world out of fear of like if they would accept you, you know, out of fear of like, will they love me for me and who I am, you know. And so you could have hid behind like sarcasm, you could have hid behind you know, your clothing, or it just, you didn't want to create problems, you didn't want to be controversial. Like there was just like this energy. Now you're in the position here where you're seeing through the bullshit, you're seeing through other people's masks, right? You're seeing how other people are projecting. And it's like, I was never really just standing in a mask. I was hiding certain parts of myself, certain aspects, but it's like, why would I hide aspects of myself to people that are also hiding from a mask? That's what I'm getting here in this energy. Is like, why would I hide these things, you know, from people who don't even know who the fuck they are either? You know, it's that type of energy. We also have the Adventurer showing up in the reverse, and the Dancer, self-expression, and the twins behind that. Okay. Yeah, the Pilgrim here, opportunities and growth. No matter what, growth is imminent at this point in time. The opportunity for growth is imminent at this time. With the Adventurer in the reverse, it's like, don't have expectations. Like, doing this is not going to make you feel better for whatever you're feeling now. Like, doing something outside of yourself, losing the weight, it's not going to make you feel better now. You know what I mean? Like, you are better now. It's not going to like make you more attractive or anything of that sort here. That's just like something that you tell yourself, right? You are already attractive now. It's in your aura, baby. It's the sauce that drips off of you, okay? And it's scrumptious here. We just want to lather all of our vegetables in it like a fucking stir fry. I'm hungry. Can you tell? Stir fry sounds bomb as fuck right now. I want a stir fry. Okay, maybe some of you guys are making stir fry. I don't know. That might be significant in some type of way, but that sounds so good right now. But anyways, here, it's like you were taking on the responsibility for a lot of people around you here. Okay, you're taking on the world, like the weight of the world. I got the whole world in my hands. I got the whole wide world. Yeah, that song here is like popping in my head here. It's like you're carrying the weight of the world, and so now you're dropping that. You're letting go of these expectations, and you're tapping into the adventure that's, you know, in front of you here. I see you really dancing to your own tune here, learning to like express yourself and being strong about it and like unapologetic about it. Like, no, this is just who I am. This is what makes me happy. And if you don't like it, well, too bad. You know what I mean? You were definitely at one point in time though, you were protecting all of yourself. You were like, for what though? That's what I'm hearing. Like, for what? You know, you could have experienced a lot of like childhood trauma in some type of way, okay? Or maybe you had to act a certain way from friends, family members. Maybe you worked at a specific job where they made you act a certain way. And like, I'm seeing somebody wearing long sleeves and like covering up all of their tattoos because that just wasn't accepted. You know, like, you're no longer doing that. You're no longer living that dual nature or that dual reality here. You're like, this is who I am. I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would you say I am? Like that. I don't know why that's coming to me. I'm getting a lot of different songs here. So you can be listening to a lot of music at this point in time as well. But all of this was an opportunity for growth, and you're continuing to prosper on the opportunity for growth. But the only difference is like, you have the lantern in your hands now. Yeah, the hair, unseen potential. You're tapping into like all of the unseen potential within you by going within and recognizing that you are the light. Like, you have this energy about you that, yeah, a lot of people aren't gonna like. Of course they're not gonna fucking like it. Like, they're gonna be triggered by it. I feel like you say a lot of things and it triggers others, but you don't even say it to trigger people. Like, you're just being yourself and you say something out loud and then it comes off wrong or the wrong way here. and then you carry all that energy for whatever reason. These people are fucking misers, though. Let them wallow in their own shit. It's not for you to carry. Don't hesitate going forward. Don't hesitate going forward here. Somebody needs to get into palmistry here as well. There's something about palmistry, or again, it's kind of like each finger has to do with like astrology. You know what I mean? Like, here's your Saturn finger, big old fuck you, and that's what Saturn does, is he fucks you. So it makes sense. It makes lots of sense here. So kind of like getting into that, like knowing your lifelines and all this different stuff here. Like for example, I'll just show you, I have it on both of my hands. It's very present here. You can see an X right there on my hand. That is the psychic mark. I have it on both hands. I'm meant to be a psychic in this lifetime. I know I'm very psychic and gifted. So there's certain traits that, can like tell you or help guide you. They're all a part of you. They're all necessary blueprints, essentially. Okay, so you could dive into like any of that or all of it, all the above. Let's go ahead and read these out loud here, though. I want to see why the adventurer is reversed. I've never pulled that card here, so I don't know. And I've only had this deck for a couple days, well, like a week, but I've only used it like a few times. 120. Okay. As the gates of the citadel, a small group has gathered, with horses, carts, bags laden with supplies. It's clear that they intend to be gone for a long time, but one figure gazes back at the citadel as though they'll fear they'll never see it again. They must step out of their safe zone, become a part of something larger. But are they ready? The adventurer never wanted more than their small life, and the fear of failure is crippling. In the reverse position, there's pressure on you right now that has you rooted to the spot, crippled by anxiety and fear. Though you may feel safer to stay where you are, you may not realize that your indecision is also stopping others from progressing. Your actions, or in this case, inaction, have repercussions. All right. So it's like, you might not know exactly where you're going, but there is a repercussion. I always say, and I always tell people here, when you don't make a decision, the universe will, and you're not always going to like the way that plays out. And it's usually associated with a very tough lesson because you never stepped out of your comfort zone. So Spirit has been putting you, Sagittarius, in this arena in which you're forced to step out of your comfort zone so that all these opportunities can come in. And so you can see all the potential that everyone has already seen within you, but you failed to recognize within yourself. All right. And you're like hesitant about it because it's scary. It's like the unknown is scary, but this isn't meant to be scary for you. This is meant for you to like show you here what everyone else has already seen it. I feel like everybody around you has already seen it. They're aware of it, but you're not. And what's odd is like you could be like a 12th house Sagittarius. I don't know why that's coming up, but I'm picking up on the 12th house, which is like people don't realize here. The 12th house represents like hidden energy, right? Things behind the scenes. However, it's like it's hidden from you, but not from others. Everyone else sees it. And that's why the 12th house has so many enemies, because they can't see what's going on, but like everybody else can, and it's blatant, it's clear as fucking day. So there's something there about that as well. Okay. So keep that in mind. Tell me about the dancer. I've never seen that card either. Some of you guys could be dancers. Dancer 126. And I say the card numbers out loud so you guys can, like, if that has anything to do with anything numerologically. 126. Okay. Tambourine shivers, filling the air with the sound of silver, and silks carve shapes out of the air. As the dancer leaps and spins, whatever they have left behind comes to the citadel. That is in the past, and that is in the now. They bring only themselves to dance, unashamed, to let the world see them for who they truly are. It's time to stop worrying about what the world thinks of you and embrace the parts of yourself that you've been trying to make more palatable to others. Self-acceptance, palpable. Yeah, what did I say? Palatable? I just like skimmed over it. I'm like, yep, totally. Palatable. Okay. I know how to read, guys. I just skimmed over it here. My ADD was like, yup, I know what it means in my head. Good luck to the rest of you. No shame. It's all good. Self-acceptance comes with maturity and the recognition of your own capability, a revelation that is stronger for having come through a period of doubt. It's time to free yourself from your past and embrace yourself for you. You have the strength and compassion within you that you still have not realized yet. So again, it's about realizing the unseen potential here. Through this growth, you're going to tap into like some of your greatest gifts and truly like step into a purpose that's so far beyond what you can fathom right now. Oftentimes, we as humans, we make decisions based off what we think we're going to receive in return rather than following our heart and just going with it and learning as we go. But what Spirit's trying to do for you guys is have you guys learn to learn as you go. All right? Don't make decisions based off what you think you're going to get from it, because trust me, then Spirit's going to come in and be like, joke's on you. That was never part of the plan. I got you. Now you're here and you're enraptured in another lesson. And it's just like not necessarily where you want to be. But when you follow your heart, there isn't a lesson. The lesson is like, you develop this wisdom, this trust within yourself. Like, it's safe for me to follow my intuition. And that's what I'm getting here. It's like learning to listen to your intuition. Yes, we can use all of these tools. We can use astrology, astrocartography, palmistry, tarot cards, divination, channeling. We can do all of these things. But there's nothing more self-sufficient than your own intuition. Your intuition is the most important navigational system that is within you. And so this is learning to like trust that and walk 100% within faith instead of walking in fear. When we walk in fear, we have these expectations, and more so than not, expectations can lead to disappointments. So it's about, again, surrendering to those expectations and be like, you know what? This is fulfilling my spirit now. This is something I really want to do. I don't need to explain it to every single person around me. They don't need to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, because they're not the ones that receive the fucking call. I receive the call. So I'm answering the call, and I trust and receive that this is the right thing for me, right? And it's about trusting yourself, and diving in. But I feel like with this growth here, this opportunity for growth, it's like, again, whatever you're going to dive into from your heart space, from this internal navigational system that you already have built within you here, whatever you're diving into is going to bring you so much joy, so much pleasure, so much liberation from like societal constructs and paradigms that just don't serve you, and these, belief systems that have been outdated. It's like you're still out here using a fucking boombox, all right, when we all have iTunes and all those other programs for music nowadays, it's like using an iPod. You're like, I guess maybe some people still use iPods. Do they? A Nokia phone? Yeah, you're still playing the snake game. Snake. All right. You still out here on fucking an old Macintosh playing that card game. Oh shit. That mind game where it like puts those bombs off, whatever that one was. Oh, good old times here. If you're a 90s baby, If not, that's okay. We had some weird ass shit that we entertained ourselves with back in the day. You're still using AIM instead of WhatsApp. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Erica, for the donation. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. All right. So, again, you have these opportunities for growth. Let's go ahead and go into the mystical journey oracle. I absolutely love this deck. First of all, it's got this gorgeous like holographic thing going on the side, and the images are just superior. I probably can't show this one to you up close because it has nipples. So I don't want to get like banned on YouTube because of nipples. Let's see what we've got for the Sagittarius Collective. All right. We have trust. I was just talking about that with you guys. It's about walking in faith, even off fear. It's about building that trust and like showing yourself that you can trust yourself. You can trust this experience, okay? Card number 34, breaking down to the number 7. You have always been on the right track. You have just, you're recognizing that you have power, that you are the cartographer of your life, that you are the one that has been mapping out your life this entire time. And when we map out our life from fear, we fuck up and we make mistakes. You know what I mean? Aren't they gorgeous? I know. Hashtag free the nipple. Always been for it. I don't think I've worn a bra since like 2008.
Thank God for that.
yeah. Like literally, it's very rare. Okay, eternal self, absolutely stunning energy, Sagittarius. You're really tapping into the fact that you are fucking immortal, that you are limitless. You're gonna start seeing it here, but first you have to like feel it. You have to feel it to see it, taking your power back. Yeah. And you're calling your power back from everything that you've given it to. Maybe you work like online or in the social media with the world card as well. That can represent like, because I'm old school, and so we use like the little globe there to represent like being online. So for me, that's like a symbol of that. So maybe you work in like social media or the public eye in some sort of way, and you're always worried about being scrutinized or criticized. And who fuck cares about these people and their shady opinions? A lot of them don't know themselves enough to give their opinions. All right, and then we have cycles of life card number 4. Thank you, Erica. I'm grateful for you. Woo! Look at that. Overall energy is new dawn. Because it's a new dawn. It's a new day. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure it doesn't go in that tune, but anyways. Card number 3 here. So 3 to the 4. Card number 34. Lots of 3s and 4s. We've seen lots of 3s and 4s here. Letting you know there's divine protection. You are being patient here. You are planning. You are manifesting. Card number 23 is the current card, which breaks down to number 5. So that does show me, the emotion aspect of it could be a little bit turbulent, as always is. Like, especially when we're identifying with our emotions, instead of recognizing that our emotions are just kind of like trying to steer us in a certain direction or just be seen, and we have to hold space for them, So let's go ahead and read the eternal self card here. Trust is very straightforward, okay, but let's read the eternal self. Card number 23 again. Ooh, gorgeous. It says, Atman is a Sanskrit word meaning eternal self. It refers to the real self beyond the ego, beyond the human form, the self that survives beyond death. The eternal self card embodies the concept of Atman. I could totally Atman, yeah. Like I could totally be slaying this. Like,
no, you're good.
It's just, yeah. I'm not the best, but I love Sanskrit, by the way, you guys. So I love knowing like where all of the words derive from and how we truly speak. Like for everyone that says, good morning, like you're literally telling these people to mourn the good in their life at the beginning of their day. So you're like already setting them up for failure. So whenever I talk to people, I don't do the grand rising because I know it's like toxic people say that all the time. And there's way too much Aquarius in my chart to ever be a basic like that. I say rich rising because that's what I expect everybody around me to become: rich in knowledge, rich in wisdom, rich in sexiness, okay? Rich in abundant friendship. So I say rich rising because of like the background knowledge of words. Study that too, maybe, if you would like to. I'm really weird like that though, but yeah, I'm not weird. I'm fucking eternal. Oh, my daughter said amazing and my wife said perfect. Well, if you want to know where my ego comes from, it lives in my house. Anyways, the eternal self card embodies the concept of Atman, representing the part of your soul that inhabits a human body to live a lifetime on Earth. The soul sends a beam of life like a hologram to play in the Earth classroom. You came here for a reason. You have set the goals to fulfill while you are here. Your current lifetime is a quest you accepted before you were born. Your quest could be to do what makes you happy and follow your dreams, even though others may be trying to stop you with logic and pessimism. Or it could be to master the art of focusing on your goals without distractions or procrastination. If you have Capricorn in your chart at all, this is another like wake-up call for you in a different way. Of course, it's being expressed in more of a Sagittarian type of way, right? Instead of Saturn. It's like Jupiter being nice and come on, baby, let's stay optimistic. And instead it's like, bitch, you know what you did? Wake the fuck up, So it's definitely, but it's expressing the same thing here. So Perhaps your goal is unconditional love or stepping into your personal power, or it could be to release family trauma so the bloodline of the ancestral suffering finally stops with you. As you heal, so too do your ancestors and descendants. This card has appeared before you to remind you that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. It asks you to be fully present in each moment, to taste, touch, smell, and feel every emotion and truly enjoy your glorious human body. Existing in spirit form is your natural way of being, but there is nothing like the human experience. It is made to feel so real, so relish in it. To activate your the action here on this card, it says to activate your third eye and help you remember who you are and why you came here. Imagine a deep indigo light emanating from your forehead and surrounding your whole body and that beautiful color. Wear dark blue or purple to bring this color into your consciousness. All right. Or you can go on YouTube University, just like adding my own 2 cents here and listen to like 963 hertz and open up that third eye and crown chakras for that divine wisdom and knowledge. You can set the intentions before you go to bed to show, different past life masteries and what you came here for, to connect with your ancestors and spirit guides, and then remain patient as that happens. Because it doesn't just like happen immediately here. All right, and then we have cycles of life and new dawn. I've gotten eternal self. I've not gotten cycles of life or new dawn personally here. So I am going to quickly just read over those with skim read. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, so too do the cycles of life. Some months you'll be happy and thriving with things going beautifully for you and you're on an upward swing. At other times, life will seem to suck and slow down and nothing appears to be going right, except the waxing and waning of your life journey as a big part of the lesson of this card. Endings allow fresh beginnings, even though they seem painful at first. The mermaid in this image symbolizes that the tide will turn, the tide will always come back and bring with it a renewed vigor and excitement. The white peacocks represent the resurrection of spirit after a trial, can often herald good fortune after a period of lack. Nice. So good things are definitely coming here. It's all about the cycles of life. And you know what's interesting? I'm not a Sagittarius, but I was definitely swimming like a mermaid in my pool this morning here when I was swimming laps. I like to swim laps every morning. And so, yeah, this, meditate upon it here. So if you guys would like to meditate on this card, you can to help tap into this energy and what it's teaching you. I will let you take a screenshot. 3, 2, your time's up. Okay. Card number 3. We have the New Dawn card, heralds a time of great change. Perhaps you feel you're stuck in a situation that you can't break from. Ask yourself if you're still happy about where you are in life, or if it's time to reassess and move on. Sometimes you may settle into a comfortable situation, not wanting to leave it, even though it's not ideal. You feel safe with what you know because it's familiar to you. Maybe this position you find yourself in is replaying a negative childhood pattern. You're unhappy, but the thought of making any changes scares you so much you remain stuck. This New Dawn card encourages you to take a risk into the next chapter of your life because it's going to be even better. So they want you to practice mindfulness here. And what I'm getting intuitively, that's why I had to put the book down, is it's like one thing that I love about myself here, which I think that we should all practice that. I'm not like some egotistical slut, okay? I really am not. But one thing that I admire about myself is I used to be extremely fucking codependent here. And that was a childhood pattern that I had. My father told me on a daily basis that I grew up and be nothing. My mother was a meth addict who ended up taking her own life. Like, there was just so many things that I endured that I created a lot of people-pleasing tendencies. I felt the need to always take care of everyone, but not myself. I've been through a lot, right? And so it's like when it says here, you get comfortable. A lot of the ways that this ends up manifesting is we get too comfortable in relationships with others, romantically or even platonically. So we start putting up with friendships that aren't equally reciprocative. We start putting up with relationships where there's a lot of negativity and arguments and everything. Like, we're miserable, we're unhappy in these relationships, whether platonic or romantic, but we don't leave because we don't know better and we've never been shown or demonstrated better. So we don't know that there's more out there. We don't know what that looks like. And because it's never been demonstrated, it's a lot harder to go towards that. And so that's what I'm getting with this New Dawn here, is like whatever you're going towards, it's never been demonstrated before for you. Okay? It's never been demonstrated before for you. You never had a good model or leader to show you what that looks like. You're meant to be the pioneer. You're meant to be the cartographer. You are meant to map it out yourself, my love. You are. And I know it's difficult, but you have all the healing within yourself, all the knowledge, the wisdom. You have everything, all the tools necessary to be very successful in this change that you're being guided to take. So whether this change is leaving a relationship, whether this change is jumping into a new arena or a new job. Did she spill something?
Oh no, I was just cleaning my phone.
Are you cleaning your phone?
Yeah, because it's all greasy. It's all greasy from her little fingers.
Your grimy little, yeah.
Fingers.
Yeah, her grimy little fingers getting all over the iPhone, and now she can't watch her TikToks. Anyways, oh, you're drawing? Nice. My daughter's like an incredible artist. She's always drawing and creating stuff. But anyways, you know, it's time to redeem yourself. Yeah, and you know that could be like the guilt or the shame that you've been carrying here. It's like you've always been afraid to walk away. Maybe you watched your parents stay in a relationship for a long time here. Like, yeah, they're still together, but are they fucking miserable? Then you're not going to know when to walk away from an unhealthy relationship because that's never been modeled to you. You have to be the pioneer of that. You have to figure out what that looks like for you. You have to explore that, and you're being given the opportunity to do so. So of course, this could be this relationship with yourself and how maybe you've like abandoned parts of yourself, you've neglected parts of yourself, and parts of yourself have been toxic. Maybe your eating habits have gone off, or you know, you've been self-talk has been negative lately, or it could be your personal relationships, whether friendship, business, or romantic. You know, it's about letting go of what you know is not working here, no longer people pleasing, no longer building up these like healthy boundaries and cutting off what doesn't work for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and see with the final deck here, which is the Fortune Oracle. Most important messages for the Sagittarius collective. Seems like everyone so far is learning some pretty shitty shit. We have the playing card here. This already came out originally. Card number 26, breaking down to the number 8. It's like once you make this decision and fully let go, that's when the abundance that you're seeking comes in. It says a journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. So again, trust that your life is going to become more full. If you're planning on traveling, that's going to be so good for you. It's going to help expand your consciousness and your awareness. For those of you guys that don't know, maybe you just randomly clicked on my video here. I grew up in the United States. All right, I'm currently living in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And it's like I literally uprooted everything that I know, and I am living in a completely foreign land here, and I'm learning. And everything that I'm learning is not always positive, okay? Me dissociates for a minute, like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I forgot about those parts. You know, it hasn't all been positive. Trust me here. I've literally had to pay off a fucking cop since I've been down here, okay? Like, it's not all great, but that's part of it, though. And I'm so grateful that these are becoming, like, my stories that I get to tell when I'm old and fucking crippled, you know? Like, these are things that I'm grateful that I, you know, get to experience here, and I see all of it. Like, you know, it's important. All right, let's see what else that we have. It's important for my soul's evolution. Woo! Wee. Like a cop car. Marriage here. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. All right, some of you guys are going to be getting married. Congratulations. Others of you guys, it could be a marriage that you're walking away from, or like a long-term commitment. It could be something that you were married to, like psychologically here, like a certain belief system or whatever that may be, right? Something that you're committed to here, maybe a job, whatever it is. For my singles, you are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love around you. All right. So let's go and see cycles of life clarified from my Sagittarius collective. Sagittarius collective. We have the Star card. Okay, you can have Aquarius in your chart. Did I just call them Aquarius collective, or did I say Sagittarius? Because in my head I said Aquarius, like, okay. And then flowers here. So you can have Aquarius in your chart, but you don't have to, okay? I'm just saying that here because Star card technically represents Aquarius. You're dealing with an Aquarius. All right, it says hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. Exactly, cycles of life. And this cycles of life card talked about how, like, there's been like a lot of lack or self-imposed limitation or whatever it is. Again, you're making the right decisions. You are creating what your life looks like. You're mapping things out here and you're making decisions. These decisions are bringing in nothing but positive opportunities and good fortune. All right. Your overall energy is flowers here. And it says, be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. And again, the new dawn is talking about the same thing here. It's like when you walk away from things that don't serve you, the success can finally come in because you don't have these anchors or these blockages or these energy vampires or these self-imposed limitations around you. You're no longer operating from your ego. Instead, you're operating from, your eternal self, your immortal self, right? It's a very beautiful, powerful energy. Saggies, you guys look so good here. Congratulations to those of you guys that are going to be traveling here, getting married, maybe planning like a destination wedding. Is that what they're called? A destination wedding. All right, that's cool. Come down here so that I could be your flower girl. Flower girl. See, Spirit wants me to be your flower girl. So I get woo. I would skip like the cutest little fairy I am. All right, fairy, alien, goddess, human princess you've ever seen. Anyways, just kidding here, but seriously, congratulations to anybody getting married. Resistance. How many of you guys though are leaving a marriage and resisting that change? Okay, maybe a toxic relationship, toxic job, toxic. There's literally a song called Toxic, the Patron. Yeah, mentorship, finances here. Okay, some of you guys would definitely, you either have people looking up to you financially here. You would benefit from a mentorship in some sort of way, maybe allowing somebody to like mentor you with you. Okay, learning from another person outside of you. There's something here about your finances as well. Again, there's going to be an increase. You're going to be learning. You are learning. Look at that. There's like a book of like wisdom and knowledge. Sacred text, I just heard. Sacred text. You know my favorite thing about Mexico is Jamaica water. Okay, it's not really my most favorite thing, but it is my favorite drink in Mexico. All right. I love it, it's a flower and it's in season right now. So there's like an abundance of it. And I've been buying like jugs and jugs of it. All right, let's go into general messages for my Saggy collective though. Saggy. The lesson is to choose yourself right away. All right. For me, Cosmic Lighthouse, or for somebody else? Because I suggest the Emerald Tablets all the time to everyone here. I've even made my fiance read the Emerald Tablets. So, yes, every single time. Yeah, we're very familiar with the Emerald Tablets in my house. Up, down, left, right. They are an abundant part of me. Okay. All right. Anyways, you should act on the idea that you have treasure chests. No, for you. Okay. I was like, Cosmic Lighthouse. I suggest that all the time. I suggest it to anybody that will listen to me. They are the most incredible sacred tablets that I've ever read. There's so much to learn, and like as you raise your consciousness, I like to reread them or get into them every year because as you raise your level of consciousness, it's like seeing a new part of a movie for the first time that just was so in your face, but you didn't recognize it. You know what I mean? It's pretty great. So let's see what we've got. Please, most important general messages for the Sagittarius collective. Observe, don't absorb. Yeah, fuck other people. I feel like this is a big, huge collective lesson, especially Neptune's retrograding. There's going to be a bunch of idiots out there, all right? And just law of Darwinism is what I'm going to say on that one. Let it handle themselves, okay? If they want to stick a fork into a fucking electrical socket, then let them hear. Love Darwinism. These people are going to take themselves out. Observe your own thoughts as well. Don't absorb them. Don't identify with them. Spirit is hugging you. You've been through a lot and it's going to get easier. Like Spirit says, like, dude, I know. It's going to get easier though. We're almost through it here. Stay strong. What else do we have, please? Thank you. You're an ancient god or goddess. Remember your lineage. And then you've got another person who's using sex to get what they want from people. They're Jezebel spirit. I don't know who that's for. Okay, we have divinely blessed, protected, and untouchable. And then somebody who's haunted by how they've messed up with you. Bottom of the deck, we have realizing they rejected the wrong person. That was a lesson. Okay. And top of the deck, we have they didn't see the work that you did behind the scenes. Hashtag luxurious life. You're going to have a bomb-ass life, baby. Okay, center of the deck here. We have manipulation no longer works on you. Self-mastery, exactly. Somebody here, you're gonna have, okay, you don't have kids yet, but you're gonna have a couple of little crotch goblins, and no, I'm just kidding. I don't mean to call them crotch. My kid's sitting over there, so I just say things and I know that she'll laugh. Anyways, but you're gonna have a couple kids here, or maybe you already have a couple kids. I just feel like I'm talking to somebody who doesn't have kids yet. I feel like you're gonna have like two, but your kids are gonna be extremely fucking gifted. So you need to step into your power so they have that modeled to them and they have the appropriate environment so that they can fully be who they are. That's why your life has been like so fucking difficult, because it's like not even really about you, it's about your legacy that you are going to birth. Okay, like physically birth. So I don't know who needed to hear that or who that's for here, but there you go. Now you know. It's Mike's super short show. Do you remember that? Yeah, okay, I'm glad I'm not alone on that. 'Cause my intrusive thought just won and I just had to go through with it. Shit. Okay, let's see. Observed and absorb. The Empress energy here. And Six of Wands in the reverse. All right, so it's about being nurturing, really going within, like recognizing that things outside of you don't really matter with the Empress and the Six of Wands in the reverse. All right, you have two gifted children. I love that. Perfect. Make sure you're spending quality time with them. And I'm not saying that you don't. I just mean like in a nurturing way where like I'll sit down with my daughter. She has her own oracle deck and tarot deck. And like one of her greatest gifts is drawing. And that's how she meditates and channels energy. And it's like I nurture that by making sure that she has journals and crayons and markers to draw with, or I sit down with her with the tarot and oracle decks and things of that sort here. So just again, we all do it. Like I know that you're a very nurturing, loving person. I'm not saying that. I just mean like, yeah, okay. Anyways, okay, yeah. Nine of Wands in reverse. Don't take things personally here, okay? If somebody has an opinion about you, they could shove it up their own ass. The Moon card here, they're just hiding behind something so much deeper within themselves. You're being used to like illuminate that. They're trying to create confusion, disillusionment. You could be dealing with a Cancer, okay, with the Moon card, or a mother figure, of course, as well. Like maybe your mother is kind of like trying to implement. It could be like, I don't know why I want to say stepmom. All right, or mother-in-law as well. The Hangman could be a Pisces here, but this is mainly with the Hangman. I just see you seeing things like seeing beyond it, like not really taking it as like final word here, just doing what you want to do still, making yourself happy. Tell me about Spirit is hugging you. You've been through a lot. It's going to get easier for the Sagittarius collective, please. Okay, the Lovers card in the reverse, the Four of Coins, and the Six of Coins. The thing is you've given a lot outside of yourself, all right? It's time to kind of hold back at this point in time, all right? It is. It's time to hold back here. I feel like the part of like over giving is why you're feeling depleted, or it's depleting your finances. It's depleting things around you. It's depleting your energy. Like you have a lot of energy vampires that have been around you here. Could be a Gemini that's like this energy vampire, but ultimately here it's like been your decision to give to these people, and then you make excuses for them when they don't reciprocate. It's kind of like you're always celebrating everybody else's wins, but they don't celebrate yours. You might be recognizing that energy, so it's time to hold back. It's time to stop giving it. Okay, it's time to keep your energy to yourself and use it for yourself to like manifest that life, that reality that you want. Tell me about you're an ancient god or goddess. We have the Ten of Swords. Okay. And give me another one. Whew, in the full card, there is, baby. Overall here, the Chariot, there is a little bit of delay, okay, because you're regrounding. All right. Get it. You're going through a deep cellular healing right now. It's huge. This is beyond like human concept of anything. Your blueprint has been corroded, all right, because certain patterns have gone on for far too long, and that's why it's time for you to become the cartographer of your own life, right? It's time for you to map out your own life, because like other people have been drawing the map for you here, and then they're like, Africa looks like a pear, and you're like, no, the fuck it doesn't. And then they gaslight you into believing it does. So this is the energy here of like a lot of people have taken you so far away from it. They've distorted the truth, which is that you are an ancient god or goddess here. And it's time for you to tap into your lineage. And I do see you doing that. It's like your higher self, your ancestors, your guides are all coming through. You're closing out a really tough cycle. And I feel like you dealt with this in a past life as well, just being like legit with you. You've dealt with this in a past life as well. Like too many people look at this, like literally a fucking knife going into your back, and another person's trying to hit you upside with a bottle here. Okay, you have like fucking monitoring spirits up here. It's just like you've been constantly spiritually attacked. You like have goblins, you got cat dick, okay? Well, the cat's going to scratch like the balls. You got bats. Bats represent transformation though. Health, it's like people have wished a lot of ill will on you. That's what it is. They wanted to destroy you, but every single time they think they finally got it. Sagittarius. Joke's on them. It just helps you remember who the fuck you are. It just helps you harvest more. Your spiritual inheritance becomes greater. Your income becomes greater. You do have bats. We just found them. I have a bat too. He's so cute. He just while I'm like swimming in the pool at night. He's cute though. It's a fruit bat though. He's safe. Yeah. Ooh, babe, the rain is starting to come down. It's getting windy. We are in like monsoon season, so it's gonna be like lots of rain and stuff like that, but it only comes in like later in the day. So yeah. Anyways, Queen of Coins here. Here's the deal. You're definitely tired. You're totally tired right now. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, you might even feel a little bit defeated, but you're not defeated. You're just starting a brand new cycle here. Like all of this was meant to happen. That's the thing about destiny is like you literally sign contracts and you're like, yeah, you're gonna fuck me over so hard where I'm gonna question all of my reality and who I am and what I'm capable of, and then I'm gonna snap back. And then you're gonna go through all of the karmic repercussions and you're gonna learn your lessons next. But it's like you are failing to remember. Exactly. You're failing to remember here, like your soul contracts. You're an ancient god or goddess. Like you went through a veil of disillusionment for a fucking reason. Okay, and all of this happened for a reason here, and I know it doesn't feel fair, but it is fair. This is like what you signed up for. All right? Queen of Coins is here on the Page of Coins. You're about to have good news after good news after good news here. It's time to really ground your energy, get out into nature, walk barefoot. Those are things I love doing. I literally took a walk through my beautiful little neighborhood barefoot yesterday, and I love doing that. It's a lot of fun. And then I go and splash in the puddles, and I squish my toes in the squishy grass, and I climb trees like the little sugar glider that I am. Sugar gliders climb trees, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't want to say monkey because I don't resonate with insect eating.
Sugar gliders.
They eat fruits. Oh, they eat larvae. No. Okay, you know what? Just a monkey, sugar gliding, bug eating, whatever. Ground your energy. Let's go ahead and go for next here. Who the fuck is this using sex to get what they want from people? Jezebel spirit. Some of you guys have... Okay, I'm not going to go there. Two of Coins in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse. Okay, yeah. Some of you guys here... You got somebody who's just like emotionally unavailable. They are like in your life, out of your life. It could be a Taurus, doesn't have to be. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could have those in your chart here. This could be somebody that you really want or desire a relationship with. You could have a child with this person as well. Okay, Judgment though. They're about to go through a lot of karma. I would definitely separate yourself from this. This person uses like their body or sex to get what they want from other people here. They use it as a tactic of manipulation. Like there's this thing that I saw here and I started cracking up where it was like... My friend knew I was mad at my husband and told me like withhold sex from him to teach him. And she's like, but why am I being punished? Like I didn't do anything wrong, and that's like the energy that I'm getting here. It's like this person tries to punish you. I don't know. This person's weird. I'm sorry. I don't got anything to say about that. Just know that somebody is literally doing whatever the fuck they want and using sex to get what they want, which is not good. And they got karma coming. So if that's you, you got karma. All right. Divinely blessed, protected, and untouchable. Five of Wands is in the reverse. Exactly. Can't touch this. Da-na-na-na. Da-na. Okay, can't touch this. Yep, 9 of coins here. You've got a lot of success coming into your life here. You're very independent. You've done everything your own. This is self-made. I'm hearing self-made. All right. There's nobody around you that you can say like, oh, you're the reason for my success. Again, this is self-made. Tell me about haunted by how they messed up with you. Who is this? All right, 7 of coins here. This is somebody that you've been dealing with for a long time. The Chariot card in the reverse and the 4 of Wands. You could be married to this person, or you were married to them at one point in time. Again, there is somebody in a relationship with you who's like using sex to manipulate you, trying to keep you stuck and bound to them in the past. You're meant to walk away. This is toxic. This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is just 9 of Cups. You're not happy. They're not happy. You stay for comfort or because kids or whatever the fuck. 5 of Swords here. You try to just be loving and move forward past these energies. You don't want to have conflict here. Death card. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You don't have to be here, but it's really just about putting this shit to an end. 10 of Coins in the reverse. Exactly. You're meant to leave this relationship here. You're not doing the kids a favor. You're not doing yourself a favor. You're not doing your partner a favor. Okay. If you are in a toxic relationship, I am sorry, but it is time to walk away. You need to go through a transformation, and you're only hindering yourself, your children, your ex, all of it. I said your ex, so maybe you will walk away. Tell me about they didn't see the work you did behind the scenes. Thank you. Ace of Swords, 8 of Coins, baby. You got a form of self-mastery that most people will never reach in this lifetime. 5 of Cups in the reverse here, and the Page of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're an inspiration. People won't really give that to you, Sagittarius. I feel like there's not enough people that tell you like you inspire them here, but you do. You inspire them. I feel like you help people with your optimism, and you help people come out of a depression. You help people come out of like depressed ways of thinking, being, and doing just by being your authentic self. Okay, yeah, you help people walk away from things. Like other people benefit, and that's why Spirit said you're not benefiting anyone, not even yourself, when you're not moving forward as you're meant to right now. So the stagnation is not great. Again, you have the self-mastery, and a lot of people, although they may not understand like why Sagittarius here, it's because you've done all the inner work to receive it. So continue doing the inner work. It's going to pay off, and you're not going to only just help yourself. It's going to have a ripple effect. Your energy is going to like be like an atomic bomb throughout the fucking universe. And as you raise your consciousness, everything that you come across is going to be touched by that and forced to look at themselves and do the inner work and raise their own consciousness as well. All right. I'm so sorry to like rush through that toxic relationship energy. It's just, I don't have the energy for it. And actually, I'm not really sorry. Like, I'm more so sorry that you think that you have to put up with that shit. I don't. I don't tolerate abuse and arguing in front of kids and all that other bullshit. I make no excuses for it. It's fake. It's toxic. I've seen it my entire life, my entire fucking life, and I promise you here, kids are gonna grow up and not even like you. Like, so I don't know. We're gonna understand it from a different level, and it just doesn't earn you respect by staying somewhere like where you're not happy. There's not. It just has the opposite effect. I get making those decisions and stuff though, but I just don't condone that, and I don't think that your kids deserve that, and I think that you deserve better, and you need to know your worth and walk away. God damn it! See, this is why I never straighten my hair. It's literally fucking curling up already. I haven't even been outside, but as soon as it starts raining, my hair is just like, yeah, let's curl. Finances and career here for the Sagittarius collective. I know it seems very blunt and straightforward or non-compassionate or empathetic. And I am empathetic towards it, but I've also like lost friendships and stuff like that because I cared about that person enough for them to like walk away, and they never did. And now they don't talk to me. Because their husband won't let them talk to me because I'm a witch and I read tarot, and I'm the reason that he cheated and all the other stuff, right? So, yep, I don't condone those relationships, and I also am not going to sit here and tell you what to do. I'm allowed to act as I want to act towards these things. I don't have compassion for people who don't see their own worth. You're not going to see it if I tell you it. All right, you guys are exhausted right now in regards to work here. Okay, you might have recently quit a job. All right, it's like you're You can be investing in yourself right now. There's a need to invest in yourself right now, okay? Yeah, you're definitely investing in yourself. You could be studying, going back to school, learning new things here. There could be something going on with some sort of contract around you as well. Ooh, baby. And there's tons of money coming in the future. So you're doing the right thing here. Yeah, the heart here. When you work from your heart here, you're definitely putting action into motion here. You created a plan, you mapped out a plan, right? And you're putting it into motion now, okay? I do see some of you guys taking some time off to like do this though, to just really focus on yourself and get a plan going. I see some of you guys are going back to school. All right, some of you guys, this is a contract or within like a new apartment, maybe you're buying a new car, you know, work. And this, for some of you guys, this is, I might just pick this up in a different video too. Going to court, what is that? Justice system stuff. What am I trying to say here? Going to court, baby. Going to court, what is it called? Legal stuff, legalities.
Yeah.
Judicial system. Yeah. I don't know what that's good. Court matters, yeah. All right, let's go and see what's going on here. Some of you guys are going to be living off of savings for a little bit, I'm getting as well. Be careful about overspending. I do see a little bit of overspending. Okay, not for a lot of you, but there's for some of you guys. All right, what do we have here, please? 2 cups in the reverse and the 7 of coins in the reverse. Yeah, you definitely let go of something that just wasn't in alignment with you anymore. Maybe it once was, but it just no longer served you. Okay, that would be like if I was, you know, like as a bartender at one point in time. I was a great bartender, honestly. Yeah, a lot of people that really liked me. I'm a very fun, outgoing personality, etc. Right? Lots of regular customers. I made really fucking good money bartending, but it just didn't serve me anymore. And I wanted to really dive into like my own spirituality. I didn't want to be around drunk people all the time. I was way too empathetically, my energy was too open, and just like watching girls get blackout drunk and go home with guys every single weekend just was not it for me. And I mean like the same girl. And it just wasn't it for me here. And I'm just like, there's so much more to live for, and I can't be in this environment anymore and expect myself to manifest what I want. So it could be something like that where it wasn't working for you anymore. You know, you weren't manifesting what you wanted by staying and doing the same thing over and over again. So you were escaping that form of insanity, whatever that looked like to you. Tell me about contracts. Perfect. 4 wands. I told you, some of you guys, this is a house, a mortgage loan, a new apartment, a new, I heard RV. Okay, it could be like an RV, the Hierophant. You're committing to something here. King of Coins. Very good. Very beautiful. For some of you guys here, it is going back to school. Okay. You could be living on campus even for some of you guys. Congratulations there. Some of you guys are moving for like school or for a job. But you're definitely financially set here. You look really good. There are some sort of contracts here. Be careful of any, like, there's a little mouse down here that I can't stop staring at though. You know, and I think about how like mice chew holes and things. So make sure there's no like loopholes or anything like that in whatever contract that you're signing. If you need to have a lawyer look through it, make sure you're having a lawyer look through it. Tell me about money coming in, wealth and investments. Some of you guys are going to be getting a raise at your job here. Some of you guys are going to be doing just exactly what you love. For others of you guys, I do see like joint finances. Like you could be moving in with like a lover at this point in time here. So having like those joint finances really puts you in a better position. All right. So you have like 2 different forms of income here. Tell me about the emotional spending. The Justice card and the Ace of Swords. Okay, very good. Yeah. Making the wise and balanced choices here, wants versus needs. Okay. Having this breakthrough energy, especially financially. 6 of Coins. I feel like there's a lot of equal give and take here, and all the good that you've done is coming back to you at this point in time. If you run your own business, yeah, 3 of Coins here. I'm sorry, 3 of Cups, not even 3 of Coins. 3 coins is on the bottom though. Interesting. See, I said it for a reason here. There's definitely an energy of like celebration, communicating with friends, going out, meeting new people here. The Hermit card in the reverse. Yeah, coming out of your shell. Just be careful of people using you. Okay, Temperance card. Make sure you constantly are staying in your power. You're calling your power back to you at work. You definitely don't have any competition at work. That's for damn sure, Sagittarius. There's no such thing as competition. And if there is, you're not paying the fucking attention. All right. And if there is competition, it's coming from the opposite sex. You got this weirdo just like fucking, you know, fucking miser energy. I don't know. It's some weird shit. And they're in the same field as you. I don't know. Whatever. So be careful of like people being jealous of like everything that you've got going on right now. That's the only concern I have with your money. Be careful of jealousy. Yep, death and rebirth here. You went through a major transformation. You earn this. You earn all the good stuff. The star card here. Again, you could have Aquarius in your chart. You could have Scorpio in your chart. You don't have to. But you're definitely moving into a brand new beginning financially. If you work online with those two here, it's kind of like you're going to be going in a different direction. People aren't going to, like, they don't know what you're up to. Okay? They're definitely watching you, though. Tree card. And there's going to be plenty of money and opportunity here, financial growth, especially if you run your own business. You're very stable. And you've been strategic, and your guides are protecting you. Yeah. All right, it looks good. Cold, dude. I'm telling you, no matter what, like, it comes in every direction here for you. Let's go ahead and get into your guys' love life real quick. Sagittarius' love life, please. Chemistry, nice. Great start. Sagittarius' love life. Express your love is in the reverse, though. Okay, and flirt is in the upright. Okay. So okay, let me just pull some cards real quick before I start talking. I'm already picking up two different timelines, though. Like two different energies. Oh, chemistry. Butterfly. Addiction. And Cupid's arrow. All right. So two different timelines here. All right. Somebody hasn't let go of a situation. Maybe this person's in and out of your life. You're on, then you're off, you're up, then you're down, you're left, and you're right. Okay. And you pretty much just like sweep problems under the rug with this person when it comes to them. You love them. You do. You feel like you guys have great chemistry here. Truth is, you guys are past life karmics. All right. And it's time for you to like, you need to disconnect from this person. You need time away from this person. Yeah, let go of control issues here. Love yourself first. Codependency. There's a need for you to get away from this person here and some type of energy, okay? It's time for you to kind of like go in a different direction and start flirting with other people. Like extend your lighthearted energy out to others. Recognize that you have options. Of course, walk away from a relationship before you ever start doing that. Don't be a cheater, any nasty energy, you know. But again, I just feel like there's something that's been off and on and then out, up and down. It's just not stable at all, and it's not good for you. Like, yeah, sure, you guys have chemistry, you have good sex, big deal. You can have that in a lot of other places here if you allow yourself to. You've known each other before. They feel very familiar and comfortable, but it's time for you to move on. I feel like this person gaslights you all the time. Okay, they you know, they're focused outside of themselves, so it's like they can never love you the way that you deserve. Now, for others of you guys, Sagittarius, I feel it's like you meet somebody, you have this initial spark. I just said this in Capricorn's reading too. You meet somebody, you have this initial spark, and then it's like they fail you. You realize that they're like possessive, controlling, and you're like, yeah, good luck to me, Sagittarius. Like, you don't do that. You know what I mean? I'm very loyal. There's nothing like you recognize all the blockages people have. You recognize their obsessive, controlling behaviors. And you want no part of it here. Okay, these people don't even know how to speak up in their mind for you. So I feel like you try to keep your options open. You have faith like that the love is coming in, and you know you're gonna meet the right one. You're not willing to deal with any like karmic energy, and you're pretty like stand your ground on that. And because of that, we do have the boat card right behind the sunglasses card, which says receiving what you need here, arriving, closing out issues here. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. You're very good on your own. And so you're not moving forward on anything that's just not right for you. Tell me about this here for both of the storylines that we picked up on today. 4 Wands in the reverse and the Death card in the reverse. You definitely be dealing with Scorpio. You could have Scorpio on your chart here. There's something here that you continue rebirthing and transforming over and over again, and it just blows up in your face every fucking time. It's time for you to separate yourself from this person here, Ace of Wands. It's time to go off in a new direction, but you have to admit deep down inside here, you're not, like, you're addicted. I'm addicted and I just can't get enough. Like that song here. You wouldn't want to have it any other way, but Spirit's forcing that on you, unfortunately, here, because it's time for you to grow, and you're not going to grow in this situation any longer. Yeah, Ten of Swords here, and we see the divorce certificate right there. If you guys can see that on the Ten of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Three of Swords. It hurts, it sucks, but this is karmic. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, Justice card in the reverse. Like, you're doing nobody justice in this situation by staying in a situation that's just not for you, unfortunately. This is 100% a karmic lesson. At one point in time, it did serve you, but it no longer serves you. It's only going to create more and more delays in your life, on your purpose, on your path, unfortunately. All right. Three of Swords here. It does hurt, but there's nothing that hurts more than looking back and realizing how much time you wasted by not truly loving yourself. There's nothing that hurts more when you realize that you are the problem. There's nothing that hurts more than recognizing that you deserve better and you are the only one to blame for not giving that to yourself. All right. I've walked away from plenty of relationships. My daughter always tells me, "You've dated everybody, Mom." And I have not, but I have dated a lot of people, and YouTube has witnessed me in many long-term relationships. I was married at one point in time. We went through a disgusting divorce. You know what I mean? And I spent a good amount of time very single and to myself, healing, and I needed that. And then I got into another serious relationship here for about 3 years. Broke up with that person. You guys, nobody knew. I spent a good couple months single here, and I had a quick fuck up, all right, with a psychopath, all right? And then I finally woke up, and I was like, wow, I'm the problem. And that's when I met the love of my life, and I truly knew that. Like, before, I never even, if you know me for years now, I don't care about marriage or any of that here, but as soon as I met this I remember it was so hard for me to admit it. And I was just like, I really do want to marry you one day. So we change our minds here, our levels of consciousness, all right? But I'm not afraid to walk away. The point of all of that is I'm not afraid to fucking walk away. I know my fucking worth. If you're not going to evolve with me, if you're not going to grow with me, if you're not going to give me exactly what I deserve, then I'm settling. And because I'm settling, that means my kids have to deal with that settling energy. And I'm not, no. My children have had nothing but a positive example because of the partner that I'm with. Because of the partner that I'm with, we don't sit here having screaming matches at each other. We sit down and we have healthy conversations where we both hold space. And not one person's like, you did this and you did that and blah, blah, blah. We're not like negative or whiny. It's positive energy. We're like, hey, yeah, I take accountability for this. And you're right. I did not take your feelings or emotions into consideration when this happened, And that's what I'm saying here. But now we are able to model a healthy relationship to my kids, which is beneficial to me. It's 100% beneficial to me and to my children for me to be in the relationship that I'm in now. And I wouldn't be in the relationship I'm in now unless I create space for it. So something important to think about here, because if your kid's only seen screaming and crying and everything else here, that's what they're going to get into. I grew up in chaos, and I married chaos and had 3 kids with chaos. And the motherfucker is still in chaos and asked me for nudes the other day. All right, it's chaotic and fucking wild. All right, time to make yourself happy. It's time to choose you. Page of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. So here's the deal. Sagittarius, my beautiful singles that just like you see straight through the people's bullshit, right? Page of Wands in the reverse, it's like it never really picks up off the ground here. It's not anything that you end up like more than flirtation. Yeah, this person could be, a fuck buddy or something like that, but you're not looking for that, right? You want something more. 4 of Pentacles. So you let things go. You don't dive into it. You don't even illuminate what's wrong with the person here. You just keep your options open, and you have a lot of options, okay? Ace of Swords, because you're going to know it when you see it. Tell me about flirt and Cupid's arrow. Beautiful. You are manifesting somebody who is emotionally and mentally stable. All right, the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles here. You're manifesting the right person for you, somebody here who's going to be able to love you, somebody that you could trust and feel safe and secure with. All right. And somebody who's very grounded, well-rounded here, has their own hobbies and stuff, allows you to be who you are meant to be. Ace of Wands. And, you know, it's not going to be a toxic situation. We have the Ace of Wands and we have the Ace of Cups here. And it's because of the fact that you were never afraid to walk away and know your worth in this situation. This is all about you having that divine balance and standing in your power. Six of Swords, moving forward anytime anything didn't work out right. The Fool card here. And because of that, you have a brand new beginning coming in for you. And you're going to realize real quickly that you holding out was a good thing. Like, yeah, I could have hooked up with this person or done this or done that, but it's like none of that is going to make me happy in the long run. So you're doing what's going to make you, you're thinking very long term at this point in time, which is very healthy for you. Date, and you will be meeting somebody new, like I said. All right. And kind of getting back out there and meeting the right people, because now you've told the universe no so many times that the universe is like, okay, fine, let me send you this type of person then. And that's going to be the right type of person that you actually deserve and want in your life, because the universe doesn't need to teach you any of those harsh lessons anymore. Picking up these cards and closing this out. So congratulations to those of you guys with all that self-respect and you've done all that healing work and inner work. You look fabulous. Very, very beautiful energy. For those of you guys that are needing to leave, okay, but you're only staying because the sex is good or whatever, you deserve so much more. And I'm sorry that you have like settled for less than, because there's a lot more out there for you. There is. And you won't know until you spend the time healing and putting yourself back out there. All right. Closing out messages for the Sagittarius Collective, please. Thank you. We have, there's a balance between activity and rest, ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. If you're faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is to surrender to non-resistance. Soon enough, you'll see how easy it is to flow around it. Now is one of those times when you must trust the river of your life. Go with the flow, and in no time you'll reach what you have in your heart, what you have your heart and your hopes set on. Just remember, Spirit will keep your head above water and will direct the currents. It's time for a greater effort. You'll know when you'll need to put to work those manifesting muscles. It can be challenging to master the flow cycles of your life, but as you develop your skills, affluence will be yours. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents, for we are right here with you with our little umbrella drink, smiling at your success. Love you so very, very much. So Spirit is letting you know, like, it's time to surrender. It's time to go with the flow. You're going to be held above water even when things feel tough or you feel like you are lacking that direction. Again, you are the pioneer, but you have Spirit, your ancestors, your guides pioneering with you. Sagittarius, that is what I have for you guys. I love you guys. You are the cartographer of your own life. It's time to map out your future and what you want. You can create anything. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.